Hey guys, I am Foxtrot Delta, and welcome back to some more Star Trek Legacy using both the Ultimate Universe mod 2.2 and the 11 mod. And one of you for quite a while has wanted to see this scenario. I just haven't set it up. I didn't get around to setting it up until now. But what you wanted me to do was have the Enterprise D, or at least a Galaxy-class starship, try to recreate that one scene in The Next Generation where Picard is facing down Commander Tomalak and his two Deuterics-class warbirds, and all of a sudden 3 Klingon cavorts decloak on Picard's side, and you wanted to know how that battle would actually play out. Well, we have the USS Galaxy here. Once again, I cannot seem to get the Enterprise, although I can get the Yamato, which is the Enterprise's sister ship. As I mentioned in the past, whenever I set up these custom battles, I cannot get any of the famous ships, no matter how many times I try to cycle through the vessels by selecting them and getting them up here and then deleting them. I can't get to the famous names. That's just the way it goes. So we have the Yamato here, close enough to the Enterprise. We have 3 Cavort refits on our side. We're going to see if that's enough to take on 2 Deuterics-class warbirds. Now, the one issue that will probably crop up with this is that the Cavorts do not like to fire their disruptors at close range. Like a lot of vessels in this game, they only like to use torpedoes at close range. The same is true of the Jem'Hadar fighters, probably something else. I really can't think of anything right now, but I know it happens with the Cavorts, it happens with the Brels, a lot of the smaller vessels that are made for frontal attacks. This looks exceptionally cool. Let's talk to the HUD. Look at that. Okay, we've opened fire. The Romulans have returned fire. Torpedoes are away. I have no idea what our shields are at. But their shields are still up. As are mine. And as you can see, the Cavorts are just firing oh, no, they did use their disruptors there. Oh, I think we took... Oh, we went through their shields. Now, let's turn the heads-up display back on. Oh, okay, our shields are only halfway down. Now, for those of you saying this isn't that accurate, that these Deuterics-class ships would devastate the Enterprise, or in this case the Yamato, you're probably right. But as I have also mentioned in previous videos, the enemies I fight against in these custom battles seem to be locked at easy AI. Meaning, not really that the AI is simple, but that the ships themselves are not that powerful. And their weapons are not that powerful. So I can easily get through their shields and hull and survive hits from their weapons arrays. However, you'll see our allied ships are also on easy AI, so their shields do not hold up that long. And their hull is, well, it's been damaged. Although the Doi Hub still has their shields at, looks like, maximum capacity right now. We are in the Memory Alpha map in the Versus Battle maps. One thing I like about this map that I don't think I've actually played it before, but I do like that there's that glowy effect, as you can see. Let me turn off this again. Look at that. There's that glow on the side from that nebula out there. That is really cool. Just adds a lot more, you know, depth to this entire scene. Okay, let's turn this back on. Torpedoes are away. I will now divert full power to weapon systems because I'm just trying to speed this. I'm just trying to speed this battle up just a little bit. Ouch.
There is no escape for you.
Despite the Bracken over here being on easy AI, the Daenerys class Warbird has a very strong hull. Even though their shields couldn't withstand many hits from my phasers, their hull definitely can. So this could take quite a while. I'm actually going to warp the fleet out. And let's hit him from the front.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Okay, I'm actually going to target this one.
In phaser range, Captain.
Or, actually, no, I'll target this one, because that's what the rest of our fleet's firing at. And I think all of our ships will open fire here. Yep.
There is no escape for you.
Indeed, the Klingons are firing on the Desoria. I still have full power transferred to the weapon systems, not the shields, which is why our shields took quite a hit there. Alright, we're gonna go 1/4 speed, get our maneuverability up.
Fools! You are clearly outmatched.
If only their weapon systems were as strong as their hull, we would have lost this battle 100 times by now.
There is no escape for you.
Come on, torpedoes. Oh, come on. We have to have a lock. There we go.
The Praetor demands your destruction.
And as I did mention, the Klingons like to use their torpedoes a lot more than their disruptors. You rarely see them firing their disruptor systems, but torpedoes, they're just launching barrages of them. Ah, okay, that's on. Now, let's target that? Yes. Taking out their weapons systems.
There is no escape for you.
Or at least I'm trying to. There we go. Their weapons are offline. NCC 71807. That's a large serial number, especially compared to the Enterprise, which is just 1701. There's a lot of starships out there. Alright, their shields have recharged, but I doubt that will be that beneficial to them in the long run. Because, as you can see, we are doing damage even through their shields. The Desoria is lost. Yep. Let's toggle the heads-up display. Oh, that's cool. Turn that back on, so I can see what I'm doing. Alright, one more ship.
Their forward shield is destroyed.
3 photon torpedoes are on the way.
Fool! You are clearly outmatched.
Ooh, the disruptors are firing. The Romulan torpedo sound is very neat.
You would stand against us? You invite your doom.
Come on, target their weapon systems. So they cannot fight back. This will prove useful in trying to dispatch them,
There is no escape for you.
because then they can't do any more damage to us. At the same time, our Klingon allies are not targeting their subsystems, they're continuing to hit the hull. Come on, give me that lock.
Replacing the isolinear chips. Computer-assisted target.
Fool! You are clearly outmatched.
I was not expecting this battle to take nearly this much time, especially with 3 other allied vessels on our side. But I neglected to take into account the fact that the Diderdix's hull is so strong, and it takes a long time to whittle it down. That is why the battle is, well, that's why it's so prolonged. Though I believe we are nearing the end. The Bracken's hull is at, what, 1/7th percentage? I don't know, maybe it's nearing 1/10th? Now, one thing I have to watch out for is the ship exploding in the middle of my Klingon fleet, because even though their shields are up all the way, that could still prove to be devastating, especially with the chain reactions. Okay, one more hit should do it. Let's warp. Move the fleet away. Let's see. One ship away. Looks like the other 2 are out of range of that blast. All that's left of the Romulans was a small fireworks display. If you guys enjoyed that battle against the Romulans using the Galaxy class and 3 Kavort refits, well then please be sure to leave the video a like And if you are not subscribed and you want to see more Star Trek Legacy, well then please subscribe, because there is always more Star Trek Legacy on this channel. If for whatever reason you guys did not enjoy the video, I do apologize for that, and I ask that you leave a comment in the comment section and let me know how I can better improve the quality of the next videos that I produce, so that hopefully you guys will find some entertainment in watching them. And as always, if you want to see any specific type of ship or battle scenario, well then please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section with regards to that, and I will read through those suggestions and ideas, and I will do my best to use those recommendations in my future videos. So, as always, I am Foxtrot Delta. I hope that each and every one of you is having an utterly fantastic day, and I will see you next time.